Okay, let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to talk about addition and subtraction with decimals. Now, addition and subtraction with decimals is basically the same as addition and subtraction with whole numbers, but we have a couple extra things to keep track of. The main thing that we're going to do, the main trick with this is when you're adding or subtracting decimals, you're going to line up your place values again. You're going to line up your place values, and as you line up your place values, you might find out that you have more decimal places in one number than you do in the other, which means that in order to get the correct sums or differences, you might need to add trailing zeros to some of your numbers to get the same number of digits, or same number of place values. But otherwise, we're going to just go ahead and add or subtract like we usually do. So if I do something like, 8.97, and I add to that 2.04, well, this is going to add. Notice that I already have the same number of place values here. Not 7 plus 4 is going to be 11. I would go ahead and carry that to the next place value. 1 plus 9 is 10, so I have this here. My decimal point stays put. I just bring that right down. Okay, I had to carry a 1, so that's going to be 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. And we're done right there. Okay, let's show you what this might look like if I have not the same number of decimal points. Now, it's less important with addition, but it is still fairly important. So I've got something like 7.65, and I add to that, say a 3.8. Now here I have to add on a trailing zero, so I have the same number of place values. Now, again, pretty easy to add. 5 plus 0 is going to be 5. 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry my 1. My decimal point goes right down below. 7 and 3 is 10, plus that 1 is going to be 11. Now where this gets to be very important is when we add those trailing zeros on, is very important when we are dealing with subtraction. So say we've got some numbers like 5.9, and I'm subtracting from this 2.74. If I were to do this as is, our instinct would just to bring that 4 straight down, but we don't do that. That's why we're going to put on a trailing zero there. When I put on that trailing zero, now I can see, I can't take 4 from 0. I have to go over here and borrow from my next place value over. It's going to become an 8. Now, 10 minus 4, that's a 6. 8 minus 7 is a 1. My decimal point goes below. And 5 minus 2 is going to be a 3. And we'd be done. So that's the importance of the trailing zero. It really helps us keep track of this. Because otherwise we would have ended up with something that looked kind of strange. We would have ended up with probably like 3.24, and that wouldn't be correct. So those trailing zeros help keep our place values in order. Alrighty. Please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll catch you in the next video.